Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We have to accept that we, the people, are obviously led by our leaders, the elected officials, who once getting into power, they getting some murky waters with some unelected officials, which are government workers, which are, for instance, people from FBI, CIA, NSA, and other departments, where supposedly are at the whim of the elected officials. That means they should tell them what to do and so on. Maybe that's why we get in such a big and dangerous trouble. So what happened? In the United States of America right now, since the Republicans took over the House, not that it matters that much, they try to make a connection between the U.S. government and the social media moguls, outlets, platforms that alleging that the U.S. government went and had some meetings with chiefs of Meta and YouTube and others, telling them kind of like, maybe you should not promote this kind of thing on your platform. Maybe you should promote this kind of thing on the platform. And they're still waiting to see what's going on. I don't think they will be successful because FBI and CIA and NSA are too big and strong, and they have guns. These guys don't. So from the very beginning, all right, the level of the proportion of who's stronger is determined. But anyway, the system works. Therefore, we're not going to find anything. So what happened here? There is a guy in Louisiana who said, well, you know what, we should ban this kind of meetings from occurring. That is, we should not allow the government and institutions like CIA or FBI or others to go and have meetings and discuss these kind of things with these moguls or the people in charge of the social media. But the Biden administration wants to block that. No, they want to have access. So it's very strange. From the perspective of we the people, I would say, no, the government should not go and tell those guys what to do and what to allow, what not to allow. That's the Constitution there. All right? Or threaten them, or, giving them hints what to do and so on. But the Biden administration says, no, we're going to block that. We want to have access for the good reason, with good intentions. And the intention is keeping you and I safe. Like I need mommy and daddy to keep me safe from what? From ideas. From dissenting ideas, opposing ideas, alternate ideas. Freedom of speech in America, 2023. So Reuters, Biden administration seeks emergency order halting ban on social media company contacts. So they want to halt the ban on social media company contacts by I will show you who. So the lower court order issued by U.S. District Judge Terry Doughty in Louisiana came in a lawsuit brought by Republican attorneys general in Louisiana and Missouri and by several individuals. They alleged that U.S. government officials effectively coerced social media companies to censor posts over concerns they would fuel vaccine hesitancy. That's how the word is, hesitancy, the weasel word, during the COVID-19 pandemic or upend elections. So this is what these guys are doing. Say, well, I think you guys went and told these guys not to do this or not to do that. It says the social media companies mentioned in the lawsuit include Facebook, the Instagram, parent Meta platforms incorporate Twitter and Alphabet's YouTube. Now, Doughty's order barred government agencies such as Department of Health and Human Services, the FBI, from talking to social media companies for, and I'm quoting, the purpose of urging, encouraging, pressuring, or inducing in any manner the removal, deletion, suspension, or reduction of content containing protected free speech, and quote, under the First Amendment of the Constitution, with narrow exceptions. So they say, no, we don't want the Department of Health and Human Services and the FBI to go and tell these guys to maybe, hey, purpose of urging, encouraging, pressuring, including the manner of removal, deletion, suspensions, or reduction of content containing protected free speech. So the US officials have said they were aiming to tamp down misinformation about COVID vaccines to tra-la-la-la-la. Now, this is the way I see it, and I want to see it that way, because if you strip her naked, you will find out that, hey, those guys are going to influence these guys, what they allow, what they promote, what they suppress. Does it sound like freedom of speech here, freedom of expression? You're not in charge to tell me what is accurate and what's not accurate, are you? You say, well, you're not supposed to lie. Well, if I lie, you have to prove it that's a lie. And when you prove that's a lie, then people will see, oh, here's the evidence. And that means using this instead of, oh, he said so, she said so, I believe her, I don't believe him, that's it. Why? Because they said so. Maybe we should use our more than other things, mouth or other things. So this is our government, the federal government, who wants to oppose the ban. So that means if you want to oppose something, that means you're agreeing with that. Obviously, there's many details over there, but Reuters. I don't think Reuters works for us. I don't think the Reuters does the job that it's supposed to. I think Reuters works for them. And I think they would have made this, and I didn't read the whole thing because I don't want to vomit here or make you vomit. But you can read the article on your own. It's not long. They will probably, if you read it, you will come under the impression that, oh, actually, these guys are the good ones, not the other ones that are trying to, allow us to express ourselves and don't be limited and pampered and kept safe by mommy and daddy in the federal government or any kind of government. No. The Constitution clearly states what are the limitations of that government, and that government should not tell me I should wear a seatbelt, all right, for my safety or for the insurance company's safety, okay? The government should not tell me I should not text if I want during while I'm driving. But hey, they just instituted laws about that. All right, well, thank you very much. What's next? I should wear elbow pads and cock pads when I drive a car? Probably. If the right company makes a profit, why not? Do they, I was about to say sponsor. No, do they make campaign donations? Maybe helmets we are supposed to. Will be very safe. How about we drive a car with 5 miles per hour? That would be very safe. Or maybe not drive at all. Okay, my friends, here it is. The government gets too deep in our lives. Too deep, tells us what's right and what's wrong, and I don't think that I need another adult to tell me. Maybe some need, I don't. But hey, I'm lumped together because this is how democracy works. You vote one time every 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, depending. Let's say one time, and in those 4 years, that guy over there does whatever he wants within the law, right? But if he thinks that he protects me, he can institute some mandates and other things against my liberties, limiting my liberties. Why? Because he can somehow. So we're so much free people. Imagine that you go to a guy who was, let's say, riding a horse in, let's say, 1815 in the United States of America, and while he was riding a horse, he was looking on his telephone. All right, and the government said, hey, Gigi, you can't do that. What do you think the guy said? You. That's how he would probably say. So the same, right now, you can drive a car and text, which I'm okay because I know some people cannot handle them both, and most likely more accidents will occur and all that. I agree with that. But where is personal responsibility in this? Maybe you should create a society better in, pushing personal responsibility, because if you strip people of personal responsibility and everything is by the teacher by the authority figure, by the government, then people say, well, what should I do? Can I do this? Well, no, it doesn't work that way. You have to create that inside. How in the hell we survived so long? Well, we didn't do a good job. Yeah, like right now we're going to do it with some people telling us, all of us, how to live our lives. Tomorrow they're going to tell us that, hey, that sexual position is not okay because, I don't know, it creates a back problem or something. And you should do it because they said so. No, my friends, this is not free, the freedom and free speech and all that. This is very, very limited. And it's going, instead of going up, like more freedom or liberty, they take more and more and more. Proof, look what these guys could have done in, let's say, 1800s in the United States of America, and look what they can do now. All right? Look what they can do. As a free person, I'm not, well, slaves, women, and all that. All right, as a human being, as a man, let's say, I'm for everybody being equal in front of the law. I'm against, obviously, slavery. I'm against, obviously, women not being allowed to vote and all that. They should be voting. They should be free. They should be equal in front of the law. And that's about it. Equal opportunity based on abilities. That is, you have opportunity to apply for a job, but if you suck, you should not get the job just because you have 1,000 balls. No, it shouldn't work that way. Or because, I don't know, you have some kind of hairdo or some kind of, you know exactly what I mean. So, no, we're not living it. And if you look in 1800 and how what people could have done then versus right now, and how much the government told them what to do, the list was like this big, the list. And right now you can see the end of it. We live in a free world. Remember, I think it was either Plato or Socrates or Aristotle, obviously, saying that you can see how free a country is, a people, a polis, who is a police, not a police, the polis as a city-state, is by the number of laws it has. If it has a greater number of laws, that means the society has less freedom. Why? Because they have a lot of limitations. And I told you how when I asked my father one time, what's the difference between, the laws in, I don't know, 15, 14, 16, something like this, between the communists and the free world. And he said, well, the communists, the free world tells you a few things you cannot do, but you can do everything else that's not listed over there. But the communists tell you what you can do, and the rest that is not listed over there, you cannot do. So they say you can do this, this, this. The rest that is not mentioned here, you cannot do. In the West, they give you this, you cannot do A, B, C, but the rest you can do. And I said, okay, in a nutshell. So same here. We're becoming to, you can do A, B, C, and the rest that's not mentioned over here, you cannot do. A lot of freedom. Thank you very much for it. How do we get over there? By listing us too many you can't do. All this you can't do will become bigger than what you can do. The can do will go like this, and you can't do will go like this. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.